white one.
Yeah, so I'm Rebecca Chapman, and today on Tuesday, January 3rd, 2017, I'm here with Fanny Starr interviewing her in her home. So first, do you want to tell me about your family, like before everything started in?
About my family?
Yeah.
In Europe?
Yeah, in Europe.
Matter of fact, I just talked to and so many. I just have a cousin. She lives in Florida.
Oh.
She's either 1 year older, either 1 year younger. And we started reminiscing. What and when done, when we, in the ghetto.
Mm-hmm.
We used to live before the ghetto, like neighborhoods like you get it all over Europe.
Was it all Jews in your neighborhood?
Pardon?
Was it all Jewish people in your neighborhood?
In the ghetto?
Yeah.
All Jews.
Okay.
They brought them from big towns. The big towns, Warsaw was a separate ghetto.
Mm-hmm.
They were about 2 years later closed, and we just got closed then immediately in 1939. And Poland was Warsaw, the capital, and my city was the second. This was a city industry. And they supposedly built Polacks. And they were not Polak, they were Volksdeutsch.
No.
You know what this is?
Kind of.
The Volksdeutsch, I don't know if they came then, Volksdeutsch, but they were before the war.
Mm-hmm.
I was too young.
Yeah. How old were you?
I was 14.
14.
I'm amazed myself. I can memorize not everything, but
A lot.
just facts.
Yeah. And
Okay, I had a mom, dad, my youngest brother. If he be alive, he be maybe Caruso.
wow.
My older sister, she was a genius, reading and educate herself, reading a lot. Matter of fact, my mom used to get mad, well, 5 kids, chart. She was laying underneath in the bed, reading the books. She has to sometimes grab her by the head, come on, you have to do this.
Yeah. It's funny.
And after that, my dad,
Yeah. What was the transition that occurred from like going into like from your normal life to when you were taken into the ghetto?
was terrible.
Yeah.
It's not normal. They took away everything. They took away the youth. We had to go away working for them.
What were you doing in the ghetto?
Yeah,
As far as
I
work?
worked in several places. Was great for. In the beginning was the first factory.
Wow.
This was a tailoring. I didn't have an idea how to sew, how to have a thimble on my fingers, and I was lucky. Over there was an elderly lady in the same factory. She taught me how to do it,
Wow.
how to wear. Matter of fact, some thimbles will have bottoms, and I wore like a men's thimble.
Really?
And she taught me everything. I'm still using it now.
You are.
Yeah.
That's
And from this factory, I was say about 2 months. And they transferred me to a factory where they make straw shoes for the Germans.
oh wow.
Straw, when it's dry, is sharp.
Yeah.
We all bled
Heard. You did.
to make like you're wearing long hair, and you wear, not curling up, what they call it. I haven't known in German and Polish. And we used to wave them, make braids. Finally came to me.
Yeah.
We braided, and after that we have to sew with a big, heavy needle and put some bullets for the Germans. God forbid, they should not die from cold. We were naked.
Yeah,
They
you were
didn't care.
naked while you were making
Yeah.
them.
So after that, I work in a factory, whatever, the clothing,
So this was all in the ghetto?
everything together.
Yeah.
I was in 3 different places. First was a tailor shop. After that, I went to the shoe, from straws, and after this one was they brought from Auschwitz. What we could be my clothes over there among them, and just we used to rip up the clothes and take out all the valuables, gold, diamonds, and there was the gold for barrels, diamonds for big, huge glass jars. I just can visualize it. In the big glass jars was a narrow. You couldn't get in. You have to tip it over. And then this was my last job. What I did, and we start staying home. They start liquidating ghetto. I remember the name. And the man, Rubkowski. And the other one was Nazi. In a roundhouse, this was in a church. He was Bibov. His name was Bibov, a German Nazi. I can see it with the black. I visit see it every moment what I talking about. Okay, we used to have a grocery store. And we were 5 kids. 3 girls and 2 boys. My brother passed away about 7-8 years ago here in the United States. I will come back and tell what he finished in college. And after that, my father got sick, and we liquidated the grocery store. My mom couldn't handle it with 5 kids. This happened in 1936. And my father got so sick. And my father, when he recuperated, he went to a different field. And we built a house, a summer house, outskirts from Lodge, maybe an hour by, like we have now the street cars in downtown, because buses went long distance. And this was short distance. They're called tramway. The name of it. Took an hour. And I remember the bus, the number 11. We used to go every Friday for the weekend over there to that house.
So the day that you were taken into the first concentration camp, can you tell me about the day that you were taken into the first concentration camp?
In 1939, September. All the horrendous things. He just picked the days before the holidays. Not enough, they heard us more during the holidays.
So like Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur?
Even in all the heinous crimes, everything was committed. And when we went to the ghetto was in 1939 September. And that took a bunch of men that took it, for instance, a big, huge place. And this called Stary Rynek. This is old Jewish section in that area where the ghetto was. It was the first. And they hanged 10 young people and older people.
That's awful.
He said, this is waiting for you, me here in the ghetto.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what was the first concentration camp that you went to?
Pardon?
What was the first concentration camp that you went to?
This was the ghetto. And
But after the ghetto.
after Auschwitz,
You were
I
first to
went
Auschwitz.
to Ravensbrück. This was no work, just zombies sitting outside. I just would say, like a cat has 7 lives. I was among the cats.
Yeah.
I just got somehow, I don't know what and when, and I developed a rash. And Ravensbrück, they didn't have gas chambers, they have crematorium. They bring you life.
It's awful.
So, my youngest sister, she lives in Israel, we were both together. And when they took me to the doctors, and they assigned me to that. How I survived? I don't know.
No, that's amazing.
Either he was about, because all the time I give up my faith. I give up the beliefs. I always cried and said, why? We are the chosen people. Why you punish?
Yeah. It's awful. There's no explanation.
Till today, I'm not the big believer. I'm observing it. Like I am going to the synagogue, not because I'm the big believer, I just observe. I go to the synagogue. Like I have friends that go every Shabbos. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm going when I have memorials, a function. Otherwise I don't.
Yeah. Did you continue any like Jewish traditions while you were in the camp?
Almost in the ghetto?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm jumping from one conclusion to the
Yeah.
In the ghetto, what you did? Nothing.
Yeah.
Either you work, either you were beaten, like my father was beaten. I don't want to care about here, but spite from a Jew.
Really?
Because he went, the skins from the cow. He bought it for the farmers, butchers and everything, and put it in salt and preserved it. And after that, we had a warehouse, two warehouses. One warehouse was the raw, and one warehouse was already, they made it leather.
Wow. So when you were in the camp, like in Ravensbrück and
Yeah,
Bergen-Belsen.
this is before the war,
Yeah.
shortly before the ghetto.
Right. After the war started, though, once you were in, after the war started, once you were in like Ravensbrück and all the camps, were you still able to continue like doing
Normal
Shabbat?
life?
Not normal life, but like, did you ever do like Hanukkah or Shabbat or anything? No, you couldn't.
Maybe for the very, very religious people, maybe they observe it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we didn't have no watches,
Right.
no time. We lived like zombies. We didn't know what is the day, what time. We waited, woke up early in the morning, was daylight. We went to work, was daylight, came home, was pitch black.
Wow.
And we're going, that area what my family lived, but we have to go like from 3 to 4 floors, steps one way.
Really?
And we went on the other side, was not the ghetto. Twice a day I went around 6 o'clock in the morning, went on the other side, was what people were free, Poles and Germans.
Oh.
And when they get home, we have to came. For the time being, I couldn't walk no more.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
My poor daddy took me on his back
Shoulder.
and carried me through one side. This went on for quite a while.
Wow.
Just the other jobs I performed sitting down because I couldn't walk no more.
Yeah.
I was undernourished, no vitamins. My father let them, wherever he is, on black market. We were not poor. He bought like Trivasol, a vitamin, and I started walking again.
Really? Wow.
Now, till we went to Auschwitz, I walked already.
Really?
Yeah.
So what did they feed you?
Skinny, like a toothpick.
Like a stick, yeah. What kind of food did they give you?
Pardon?
What kind of food did they give you in the camps?
Can't repeat it
Yeah.
loud.
What kind of food did they give you? Like what?
Food?
Yeah.
A piece of bread,
Really?
horse meat. You're lucky if you got it.
Really?
You could stay in the line 3-4 blocks,
Wow.
wait in the line,
And it was
and
cold.
sometimes you came to stand. You got nothing. You went home.
Really?
No, my daddy he was a very ambitious man. Cross from our place, not from our home. No, just was a little ground. He just planted potatoes,
Oh really?
and that was a big help.
That's good.
Just potatoes and a little water, and if you had a little flour, just stick in it. And
Yeah.
this was our food.
Oh wow. So where did you go after Ravensbrück?
Pardon?
Where did you go after Ravensbrück during the war?
After Ravensbrück, I went to a camp called Mühlhausen. Mühlhausen was, I was thinking, is deep in Germany. This was on the border from France.
Oh.
We work for V2. The missile supposed to go towards America.
Wow. But you didn't know that.
We didn't know nothing. We didn't know what now. We didn't nothing. Our life was just live and look, and you can say nothing.
Yeah. Did you ever like talk to the other people in the camps, or you just did what you were told to?
And the camp, we talked to each other, cried.
Yeah.
Recall. We counted around fall time, this time of the year, our holidays.
Mm.
We didn't know the time, we didn't know nothing. No, we just assumed the days.
Wow.
And we had one roommate. Well, I think, I cannot recall, were we 15 girls in that same room?
Like all the same age.
Yeah, but the same, myself and my sister, we went to
Oh, that's
every morning around 5 o'clock was appeal. That's mean you have to line up and you
wow.
have to be counted. When we went out from over there from the factory, we counted again.
Wow.
And we didn't have no names. Some had the tattoos, and we arrived in Auschwitz that didn't tattoo no more.
Why not? Do you know? They just didn't.
We didn't know nothing. We were
Yeah.
just live, look, and die.
Yeah. It's awful. So after that, what camp did you go to? After that, what camp were you at?
After that camp, Bergen, Belsen.
And were you working there?
No, over there was a dead camp.
Wow. And
Yeah, I just didn't finish. We had a roommate over there in
Oh, yeah.
Mühlhausen. She had a voice and she chanted Praxim Kol Nidre.
oh wow, for every holiday.
We was just Tisha B'Av, you know what Tisha
Yeah.
B'Av was day of Tisha B'Av.
Wow.
Was the ship of a whole year round? No, how you? I have not two better boys. I just chanted with her.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
And then once you left the camp, you never saw her.
And when we went to Bergen-Belsen, they were just sitting and dying.
Were you
That's
still
the
with
reason
your,
I would like to show you a little fragment from Bergen-Belsen.
is it in the video?
And I would like to show you a group of children. They were orphans in the ghetto. They were taken to Auschwitz because I don't want, you were talking about the kids with the Gentiles. I don't want to tell the stuff, tell them. Horrible people. So, what else would you like to?
So, in Bergen-Belsen, once you were in Bergen-Belsen, everyone. Were you still with
Bergen-Belsen,
your
we didn't
sister?
do nothing.
You didn't do anything. You were still
just-
with your sister?
I was struck in my typhoid. I went to the hospital.
And how did they treat you in the hospital?
Harm?
What did they do for you in the hospital?
Don't ask me, I don't know. And we didn't care.
Yeah.
We would, people would give up our hope. And came another element for Jewish. Don't say it because I don't want, I never say about them, nothing bad.
Yeah.
They're all murders. We were standing in the line to get a little soup. And she was one of the Hungarians.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to speak loud
No, yeah.
over there. And she was, they became my greatest ladies.
It's awful. Like young people.
Oh, son, I show you how they look and how we look on the movie. You
It's
can
awful.
see.
Awful.
I fought against Wiesel many years. There's so much, such a big books. What they did, or what he did, was not right. This Germany. Can I speak very slow?
Yeah.
Germany prepared money to educate all the kids from and this
Really?
the Russian, and we didn't receive nothing.
Really?
Awful. Why? I cannot comprehend it till
Yeah.
today. Why we not one big loyal people to each other? We not wanted on this earth.
Yeah. It's awful.
Anti-Semitism is so big. They don't see it. They see it. No, I don't see this.
Yeah. No.
I see humanity.
Right.
A human. I took on a job feeding homeless people,
Wow.
and I'm strictly budget. I get Social Security and a few dollars in Germany.
Wow.
Not a few dollars, about $500 a month.
Yeah.
And this everything what I have is everything.
Wow.
Came my husband work, I work in the Denver Dry for 22 years.
Really?
Yeah, and I want something, look pretty. I was raised in such a home.
Yeah. Wow.
Bergen-Belsen was our last camp.
Do you
We were
remember?
liberated from the British, not from the Americans.
Do you remember the day that you were liberated?
Huh?
Do you remember the day that you were liberated? No.
I was a dead person, came out from the hospital, what I knew.
So you were taken from the camp to the hospital.
Yeah.
Wow. And were you still with your sister?
After in the camp, I went to the hospital in Bergen-Belsen.
And then you never went back.
And after that, when I was liberated, I didn't know nothing. The Red Cross came and asked where I am, how old are you? and a few other questions. And they disappeared, no more questions.
Wow.
We didn't know that catastrophic thing after the war. You see, the British liberators, they locate us like Larry Air Force barracks like this. And you're on your own.
Yeah.
What the American provided food, clothing, everything and anything.
Oh,
And the British were not.
really?
It was a difference. Like my husband was located in a private home in Germany. The Americans took care of it. He had pictures, took it, she gave it to him.
Wow.
What is in a book, what they did to children, how I just put it a few weeks ago. That table was full of pictures and Bergen-Belsen images.
Great.
All these years, my husband said, what I go do? Tell my stories. People will not listen. And we did a big mistake.
Yeah.
So right away till the British came, they just destroyed Bergen-Belsen. They took all the sick ones and healthy ones and dead ones, all kind of people. They put people, 400 women, one big grave.
It's awful.
Yeah, it's a lot to talk about it.
It's terrible.
I will never forgive it,
Yeah.
and I never forget it. My brother, what passed away in Germany, he was, after the war, he went to Poland back, and he finished in Krakow. He was a diplomat. My sister-in-law, she was a doctor in endocrinology. And they tried to come here to the United States. They came, language barrier, had to go back to school,
Really?
and they denied it. You know, after that you come, they had a daughter already. She was now in Amsterdam. She has two beautiful girls. What good is it? We just were total strangers. I don't know. It was not the binding like, well, when we were little. I don't know if they tore our hearts out.
Yeah. It's awful. So when did you decide to come to the U.S.?
We came, it was not so easy.
Yeah. How did you?
We have to go through a lot of procedures.
Yeah.
We have to go to a consul. And we came in 1951.
1951.
And I came in 1958 to Denver, Colorado because of my son. Language barrier.
Yeah.
Going to a store, handing the money, you didn't know the value. One thing, when I took out the clothing and the diamonds, I found around coins.
Really?
There were gold coins
Wow.
from the United States, or gold coins, rubles from Russia.
Yeah.
And I found in one padding and a dollar. When I came to the United States and I saw the first dollar, I said to my husband, Uncle, see, I have that's the money what I found and I have them here.
Wow.
It was joyful there.
So where you first came to Kentucky?
Pardon?
The first place you came in the United States was Kentucky?
Yeah.
Okay. So how did
That's-
you choose Kentucky? Why did you come there?
Once the climate was very bad and the rabbi fell in love with my husband. My husband was very educated. He read a lot. Matter of fact, that Rabbi Lederman, he was close to with him. He asked him, where could you get your education? He said, I read a lot.
He taught himself.
He read a lot.
Wow.
He said, you know so much from where?
From reading.
In profession, he was a tailor. He went to school, how to, because Europe just didn't do like here, just a piece of chalk, a bulk of materials, and tape measure, and this way was the land. And there were lots of tailors came from Europe here. He could make clothes for me. Yeah.
Did he continue working as a tailor when he came to the United
He
States?
and then we in Kentucky, when we were in Des Moines, Iowa, he worked in a clothing store, one of the top clothing stores. And he was like a sense in German. Pucharo, this is a German name. Well, that man was begging, don't go away, I love you. When he made parties, you know, Christmas, Hanukkah party, he always introduced to the all who he is and what it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you work at all, or just your husband?
No, here in town, you mean? Yeah, he worked. You remember Squire Shop?
Yeah.
My husband worked over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how many kids did you have when you came to Kentucky, when you first came to the United States?
How many what?
How many kids? Children? Just one?
My oldest daughter.
Okay.
The 19th is approaching. I'll be 95.
Wow. It's amazing.
Amazing. My marble's still working. That's I said, I was twice on the other side, failures of doctors.
Wow. Where? Like in the United States?
Yeah, in the Rose Hospital.
Oh, wow.
And the second time, two doctors performed surgery on 3 times in the same day. And he just put me flat. Yeah, I was a month in a coma. When I came, you know, again to be alive, I said, thanks God, you did wrong. No, you didn't take my marbles away.
Yeah, good. So you went from, after you went to Kentucky, you went to Iowa?
Yeah.
And then?
Because when we went to Kentucky, my husband's brother lived over there.
Oh.
And they found they were in Buchenwald. They didn't know how they were both in Buchenwald. After the war, we started sitting and talking. Yeah, my ex-sister-in-law, when he talked, how could he recall and remember things before the war? He knew every senator, all big officials by name.
Wow.
He knew all the big officials, you know what this means? In Germany. He can tell you who and what was the rank and was everything.
Why did you come to Colorado?
We came, our contract was in
Iowa?
Kentucky.
Oh, in Kentucky.
Now my husband found out his brother was in Iowa.
Yeah.
So he decided to move. I wish we would, because the rabbi was in Kentucky. He begged. And another lady came. I don't know, she was from the Jewish Federation. We didn't know nothing. We were just living zombies. That's what, sit down, stand up, stand up.
Wow.
We were both very shy.
So in...
Not pushy, like other people.
Good. So why did you come to Colorado though?
because of Ardit, my son. He said that you have to leave Colorado because he has chronic bronchitis. So Dr. Ginsburg, I remember. No, Dr. Korn, Ginsburg was here. Dr. Korn in Iowa.
Like in Colorado, where did you first live?
We couldn't find no place where to live.
Yeah.
Then we were living practically in the streets. Till homes, what they said, they don't take no children and no animals. After a few weeks, we went, somebody suggested we go to Colorado Springs. And we were near a golf course, I cannot remember where, what, who cared.
Yeah.
We were a few days living in front of the apartment. Our fun, they didn't assign us to move in. It's terrible. Many times I said, why I live through, to go through that hard time. I gave up living.
What kind of education did everyone have once you came to the United States? Like, did your kids go to school in the U.S.?
My husband went to school.
Oh,
I
where?
didn't. Downtown was in a building for immigrants that they came in to teach. He was the best speller on earth.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
When he worked in the square shop, some students from college need to spell something. He spelled for them.
Really? That's funny. What about your kids? Like, what kind of education did they have in the U.S.?
I had hardly education.
Yeah. What about your kids?
My husband had private school, just public school.
Yeah.
In Europe, to go to a college like here, you have to go to a different country. They're called gymnasium. This is like college.
Yeah. In Europe, like before the war, did you go to school at all?
Oh yeah,
You did.
he finished complete public school. I didn't.
You didn't?
No, because of the interruption. My father. My mom couldn't handle it.
So you had to stop to help your mom?
Yeah, so my sister, she had a big job.
Yeah.
And she was like a secretary, something. I don't remember everything. And she went to work to be the bread and butter giver. And mom liquidated the store.
Yeah.
But daddy's order. And after that, we went on.
Yeah.
Where's a will,
Well.
there's a way. Go to bed, you have to fight for it.
Yeah. Wow. What kind of jobs did you have in Colorado?
I don't know, that lady what taught me in the ghetto to sew. I worked in the Denver Dry and the tailor
that's
shop.
right.
But my husband helped me, taught me to a lot.
Yeah.
I worked over there 22 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Did you continue any Jewish traditions or any traditions from your family?
I was atheist.
Yeah.
I give up. And after that, I had children. And I went back. I didn't lit candles when I was married.
Really?
My husband taught me how to say the bracha under the candle, everything. My parents were gone, nobody. We were very close.
What about food? Like, did you bring any like food traditions from your?
I am
continue on your path
just
today?
like today.
Yeah.
I'm going when it's a must. Just I observe Saturday every Friday.
What about like, do you make big Shabbat dinners and stuff for your family?
Oh,
Yeah.
I still keep up the tradition.
That's good. Like what? What are like some of your favorites?
Like in Europe, chicken soup, and others. I didn't know how to cook a teaspoon of water.
Really? Yeah.
And I'm a pretty good cook. I'm a pretty good hostess.
Yeah. Like, if you were to tell everyone one piece of advice after everything that you've been through for like how to live life to the fullest, kind of, and experience everything like the best, what would you say?
It's hard. Live to a decent life. Care for other people, not money. Money is just comfort.
Yeah.
Care. That's what we undertook to feed homeless people. The first lady, she was in Channel 4, Julia Rice. She was, we met, but we were talking in the U. And after that she went to England. And she brought a movie what I home downstairs. And we start talking to her, and my husband talked to her, and suddenly the news came out. They were talking about homeless. They showed a car with parents and 4 children.
Wow.
Right away my husband ran out with her and bought some food and delivered. And
So
since
nice.
then, for 28 years, I'm feeding.
That's great.
Yeah.
You just do
But
it
I-
on your own?
Huh?
You just do it on your own, or do you do it through an organization?
I would not finish like the Latkes you ate.
Yeah.
I wouldn't eat it. Helen will go. We are buying every Saturday bread.
Oh, nice.
I think I'm doing a good deed.
It's great.
Yeah.
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 And I do the best what I can do.
Good.
in my
That's all
life.
you can do. That's so nice.
Because I am saying to myself, thanks God you give me every day another day.
Yeah.
I care for people.